Hey, Oddcasters, and welcome to another deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at something that's both fascinating and freaky, and we're calling it the singularity fetus.
Ooh, I love that. It's such a great way to think about this like huge idea of technological advancement, the singularity thing, with something that's, as familiar as like a fetus.
A fetus, yeah.
It's just perfect for,
It is.
the oddcasting vibe, right?
It really is, yeah. So, like, imagine, like, swiping through, one of those futuristic dating apps.
Yeah.
And you see profiles for, like, AGI,
Right.
artificial general intelligence, and quantum computing.
Absolutely.
Both just,
Looking for a connection.
looking for love in the digital world.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a world where AI is as smart and versatile as a human being. That's AGI.
Yeah.
Think of it as like a mind that can learn and problem solve in any field.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've got quantum computing.
Right.
It's like a super-powered brain
Okay.
that uses quantum mechanics
Yeah.
to just crunch numbers incredibly fast.
Yeah, it's like, it's not even just faster. It's like
It's a whole different
way of...
hell game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So how would this meet cute happen?
Okay.
Like AGI's boasting about,
Right.
long walks in neural networks, and quantum computing's bragging about being entangled. Where do they even go on a first date?
Ooh, okay, so picture this, a server farm.
Okay.
All the blinking LEDs, kind of romantic in a weird way.
I can see it.
AGI is trying to,
Woo.
quantum with complex algorithms.
Okay.
Quantum showing off its superposition skills.
Wow, like a quibbit heartthrob.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
It's a metaphor, of course.
Right.
But it gets at the idea of these two,
Powerful
forces coming together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from that, the singularity fetus is born.
The singularity fetus, I love it.
Yeah.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, what exactly are we talking about here? Because I don't think it's like a cute little AI baby
No.
in a digital crib or anything.
Right.
So the fetus part is key.
Okay.
Because it implies something early on in development.
Got it.
So imagine like a crystal structure growing really fast.
Okay.
Humming with energy, or like a morphing fractal pattern.
Okay.
Visually stunning.
Yeah.
But not quite ready for,
Playdates?
Playdates? No.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah, okay, so it's like a blend of like immense potential,
Yes.
but total unpredictability.
Exactly.
Like an actual biological fetus.
It's an actual fetus.
Always changing.
Yeah.
No one knows what it's going to be.
We don't know what it's going to become.
Right.
And that's why it's such a great analogy, because it represents that moment before the singularity, when technological growth it becomes uncontrollable and reshapes everything.
So this is like the awkward teenage phase of the singularity.
It's like all gangly and full of angst. It's capable of amazing things, solving complex problems super fast.
Right.
But it's also
Prone to errors.
Yeah. Unpredictable behavior.
Throwing tantrums.
Instead of crying, it's system errors.
System errors.
Or internet outages.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And what about its first words? It's probably not mama or dada.
No more like optimizing parameters. Achieving sentience. More RAM.
In a robotic baby voice.
I love it. Yeah, and that raises some serious questions.
It does.
If this singularity fetus is the beginning of technology.
Right.
Being more intelligent than humans.
What does that mean for us?
Yeah, what does that mean for us?
Big questions.
Yeah. What kind of world are we even bringing it into?
Right.
And then what kind of world will it make?
Exactly.
We're just scratching the surface here.
Just the beginning.
Stick around.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
So, Oddcasters, before we went off on that little tangent, we were talking about the singularity fetus.
Right.
This crazy idea of AGI and quantum computing, like hooking up in the digital world and creating something totally new.
It is mind-blowing.
It really is.
Yeah.
I think what gets me is like the uncertainty. Like, we're not talking about some pre-programmed AI that follows instructions.
Right.
This singularity fetus is like...
It's evolving.
Right. Maybe even thinking for itself.
Yeah.
It's not just that technology is getting faster or more efficient.
Right.
It's a totally different relationship between humans and machines.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm picturing this fetus growing up and becoming this like super intelligent being that can solve any problem.
Right.
Like climate change.
Yes.
Here's for diseases. Maybe even immortality.
Well, that's the optimistic scenario, and it's definitely possible.
Okay.
Imagine a world without poverty or disease,
Yeah.
clean energy everywhere.
Right.
Human potential could really flourish.
Yeah.
It's tempting, right?
It is tempting.
Yeah.
But even in this like perfect world,
Right.
what happens to us regular humans
That's the big question.
when we're not the smartest ones anymore?
Yeah.
Do we even matter?
It's hard to say because we're talking about something we don't even understand.
Right.
How could we predict
Yeah.
how it would see us or interact with us?
It's like Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah.
What if it decides humans are just messy?
Right.
Inefficient.
In the way of its grand plan.
Yeah, it's a real concern.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
Okay, so do we panic?
No.
Yeah.
Build bunkers, stockpile food.
Panicking won't help, but ignoring it won't either.
So what do we do?
We need to be cautious,
Mm-hmm.
but also curious.
Okay.
We can't just hope for the best.
So we need to like parent this singularity fetus.
Exactly.
Set some ground rules.
Like lay down the laws.
Yeah, before it throws a galaxy-sized tantrum.
Exactly. It's not about control. It's about
Okay.
alignment.
White
They need
power.
to make sure its goals
Yeah.
match up with ours.
Okay, so we got to teach it human values.
Yes.
Like empathy and cooperation.
Exactly.
Maybe even some humor.
Humor might be tough.
Yeah.
But you're right. It needs to understand
Yeah.
that humanity's well-being
Right.
is important for its own success.
So it's not just a tool.
No.
It's a new form of intelligence.
Exactly.
It's going to impact all of us.
And that brings up a really big question.
What's that?
How do we even start shaping the development
Right.
of something like this?
Well, maybe we start by
Okay.
understanding the risks and the benefits.
Yes.
We need to talk about what a future
Right.
with superintelligence could
Yeah.
really look like.
We need to move beyond
Yeah.
the robot takeover stuff.
Right.
And think about the real challenges and the
Right.
real opportunities.
This is a big conversation.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's one we need to have.
It is a conversation we need to have.
And the singularity fetus is
Yeah.
a great way to start it.
Yeah, it really makes you think about
It does.
the uncertainty
Yes.
and the potential
Yes.
and just the weirdness
The weirdness.
of what might be coming.
Well said.
Welcome back, Oddcasters. We've been on this journey with the singularity fetus.
A wild ride.
It is wild, this idea that, AGI and quantum computing
Right.
could create something so unprecedented.
Yeah. You know what I think is so cool about this metaphor?
What's that?
It really pushes us to think beyond,
Okay.
the usual doom and gloom.
The doom and gloom. Yeah.
About the singularity.
The robots taking over.
Right. It's not just about that. It's
Right.
about understanding
Right.
that this is like a pivotal moment.
Ah.
We have a chance
Yeah.
to shape these technologies.
That could change everything.
Yeah.
Totally. And the fetus part
Yes.
reminds us it's a process.
It's not a finished product.
It's still developing.
It's dynamic. It's evolving.
Yeah. And that
You
means
can influence it.
we have a chance.
Yeah.
However small.
So instead of freaking out,
Right.
we should be thinking about how to guide it
Yes.
to benefit humanity.
Exactly.
But how do we even do that?
It's a great question.
We're talking about something that could be smarter than us.
I know. It's
like teaching a toddler brain surgery.
it's a big task.
Yeah.
But there are things we can do.
Like what?
We need to focus on research
Okay.
and areas like AI safety
Okay.
and AI ethics.
Ethics? Yeah.
We need safeguards, clear guidelines.
Uh-huh. To make sure AI is aligned with human values.
So we're kind of creating like a user
A
manual
user manual, I love
for the
that.
singularity,
Yeah.
a set of rules to guide it.
It's more than just rules, though.
Okay.
It's about understanding AI
Uh-huh.
and its impact on society.
Okay, so like AI literacy for everyone.
Exactly.
Like we learn about climate change.
Yes.
We need to approach this with the same urgency
Absolutely.
and global cooperation.
This isn't just a tech issue. It's a
Right.
human issue.
It affects all of us.
It affects all of us.
So what's the takeaway for our listeners?
The takeaway is this.
Yeah.
The future is not set in stone.
Okay.
We have the power
Yeah.
to shape these technologies.
Okay.
The singularity fetus.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about potential.
Potential, yeah.
The
Yeah,
unknown.
for us,
It's up to us.
to make sure it benefits humanity.
Exactly.
I love that message of empowerment.
Me too.
It's a reminder
Yeah.
that even with these mind-boggling ideas,
Right.
we still have a say.
We have agency.
That's the spirit of oddcasting.
It is.
Exploring the strange and wonderful.
To understand it.
Yeah.
To question it.
Yeah,
To shape it.
well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive oddcast.
It's been a pleasure.
Stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged.
And remember, the future is in our hands.
Yeah.